Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be solving code forces round 729 div 2b, which is plus and multiply. So in this problem we are given a set of rules through which we can generate a set, right? And in the end we have to tell whether a particular number n is present in our set or not. So the rules are as follows. Initially 1 will always be in the set, and if any number x is in the set, then x into a and x plus b will both be present in our set. So in the input we are given n, a and b. So a and b are just two random integers and n is the number. We have to check whether that will be present in the infinite series that will get generated through the given rules, right? So the number of test cases are up to 10 to the power 5 and n, a, b are less than 10 to the power 9. So let us see how can. So first we will be looking at the general form of this series, then we will be looking at some of the corner cases, and finally we will be looking at the code. So here I have created the tree structure of the elements that we will be getting generated. So initially one would be present in the set, then we can multiply a and add b to this. So we will generate a and 1 plus b at the first level, right? Then we can again multiply a, so we will be getting a into a. We can add b, which is a plus b, right? And in 1 plus b we can do a into 1 plus b, and then we can add b, which will be giving us 2b plus 1, right? Similarly we can go ahead and form all the elements, right, which would be a cube, and then a into a plus b, which will give us a square plus b, and for a plus b we will have a into a plus b and a plus 2b. So if you see this tree structure, right, which contains all the elements, if we can go ahead and extend this tree, you can notice one thing, that every element of this series will be of the form a to the power x plus by. So you can see that every number is of the form a to the power x plus by, right? Even one is like a to the power 0, and then any number you see, right? For example, I take a look at this a plus 2b, right? Then it is a to the power 1 plus b 2 into b, which is like here y equal to 2, right? And if I see 2b plus 1, then you can say that a to the power 0 plus b into 2, right? Which is of the form a to the power x plus by. Any other number you can look at, right? For example, a cube. Similarly, you can say that a to the power 3 plus 0 into b, right? Which is of the form a to the power x plus by. So this is the general form that get generated when you expand this tree. You can easily notice this formula, that every number is of the form a to the power x plus by. So basically, if we know that this is the format of our number, then we just need to check that num minus a to the power x modulo b equal to 0. If this is true, then the second statement will be true, because yeah, you can just take a to the power x to RHS, and then you will get this formula, right? So how can we check whether this condition is true? So we can run a loop from x equal to 1 to x less than num, and we can multiply our x by a every time, right? So this will generate every power of a, right? And then basically we can check that num minus x modulo b equal to 0, because x here would be a to the power some number, right? So this way we would be sure that if this is true, anytime this is true, we are sure that this number would be present. Else, if we run out of our loop, then we are sure that this kind of number won't be present in our set or the series that will get generated. But here still would be a corner case, which I was talking about initially. So if your a is 1, right, then what will happen is you will end up into an infinite loop, right? Reason being that you will end up doing 1 into 1 every time, right? And this will run into an infinite loop. So that's the only corner case that you have to take care of. And let us look at the general tree structure or the set structure that will get generated when we have a equal to 1. So when a equal to 1, right? Uh, so initially we will have 1, then we will do 1 into a to get 1, and then 1 plus b, right? Because we will be adding b. Then this is the this are all the elements that will get generated, right, when a equal to 1. And you can notice that every number here would be of the format 1 plus b into y, right? You can see the structure, right? So we'll be doing 1 into a here to get 1. We will be doing 1 plus b here to get 1 plus b. So I mean, like if you consider this path, then you see that you will be just adding b, which would be of the form b into y plus 1, right? And in this path, uh, again you will get 1 plus b and then 1 plus 2b, numbers of that format, right? So numbers will be of the format 1 plus b into y. So when a equal to 1, right, you have to just check this condition that if my number is of the format b into y plus 1, then that's possible, otherwise it won't be in my final set, right? So again, how can we check that, right? Basically what we can do is, uh, let me just show you. So if my number is of the format b into y plus 1, right, then I can just check if my num minus 1 modulo b is 0. In case of a equal to 1, you have to check this condition. Else what you have to do? Else you have to do this that we discussed. We have to run a loop uh, and then verify this condition, right? That num minus e to the power x modulo b is 0 or not. So now let us look at the code, right? So if a equal to 1, we check if our number is of the format n minus 1 modulo b, right? So we discussed initially, right? If a equal to 1, we will having this corner case wherein we have to check if our number is of the format n minus 1 modulo b, right? And then if it's of the format, we can just print yes, else we will print no, and we will continue to other test cases. Else if our a is not equal to 1, right, then we basically run a loop from I equal to 1 to I less than equal to n, and then we multiply a every time to generate all the possible powers of a, right? And then if n minus any power of a modulo b gives us 0, right, then we say that it's possible, right? And we break out of the loop. Else if we are done with the loop, right, and we don't find any possible solution, we just print out no, else we print out yes. So that's it, that is it, guys. That's like we have a corner case, and then we take care of that. Else we generate all the powers of a and check this format, right? N minus power of a modulo b equal to 0, right? So if you like the explanation, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and share the video explanation. Thank you.